Okay, so you've been given an assignment to write a research paper. You might feel overwhelmed and unsure where to start. You may even be thinking, I don't even know what to write about. Well, this video will take you through the first steps of writing a paper, from topic selection to preliminary research and more. The first step is extremely simple, yet if it isn't undertaken with care, you may end up doing a lot of needless and wrong work. That is, read the assignment or prompt carefully. If you don't, you run the risk of missing a criterion or limitation that will cause you to lose points and/or cause you to do way too much work. First of all, did the instructor provide any limitations on topics? Does it have to do with the class's subject matter? Or maybe it can be on anything. This happens most often in English classes. Sometimes anything can be the most problematic. Second, does the instructor require you to use a minimum or maximum amount of sources? For example, do you need to have at least 10 sources or no more than 20? In the same vein, are there specifications on the types of sources? For example, do you need at least 5 primary sources or 12 journal articles? Finally, how long should your paper be? Finding a topic and the right number and types of sources will really be affected by the length requirements and restrictions for your paper. Researching and writing an 8 to 10 page paper is much different than doing the same for a 20-page paper. Okay, now that you have a handle on the assignment itself, it's time to start looking for a topic. Start with a broad topic at first. It's much easier to narrow a topic while doing preliminary research than to broaden. If the topic is too narrow, you might have trouble finding enough information. The topic you initially choose may be too broad, but as I just said, doing preliminary research will help focus the paper. Based on the assignment's instructions, you have at least some idea of the type of topic. If it must be a topic related to our class, try browsing your textbook, including the index. Also scan your notes from that class. Was there something touched on in class that piqued your interest? Did something discussed in class cause you to ask more questions? Some classes give you free rein on finding a topic. Although this may seem easy, it can be difficult as there are so many topics to choose from. Think of your interest. Say you're interested in environmentalism, so you may consider a topic related to that. What would you like to know more about? Perhaps you are interested in the amount of trash large cities produce and the stress it puts on landfills. Okay, now you have an idea of what to write about, but it's still not set in stone. Now is the time to start preliminary research. This is when you look into how much information is out there to see if how you should narrow your topic. To start with, you will want to consult general sources. Reference books are a good place to start. For example, a popular resource is the Encyclopedia Britannica. It contains information on a multitude of topics and usually gives you a pretty good overview of a topic. You can also look in more subject-specific reference books. Say, for example, you selected Stravinsky, a famous music composer, as your topic. You may want to consult the New Grove Dictionary of Music and Musicians. Next, search the library's catalog using your topic as a keyword search to see how many resources are available in Brewton Parker's library. If you see 50 books on that topic, you may want to focus it more. Another way to explore your topic is to use it as a search term in Google or some other search engine. This will give you a general idea about the topic, but also may provide areas of your topic that you can focus on in an effort to narrow the topic. However, you will want to evaluate these pages by checking, first of all, authority. Who wrote it and what are his or her qualifications? Currency. When was it written? Relevancy. Is it useful? Accuracy. Can the information be verified? And bias. Does the author have an agenda? Trying to persuade. You're basically looking for how reliable and valid the information is that's presented. Finally, you are probably familiar with Wikipedia, the online encyclopedia that, importantly, can be added to or edited by anyone. This may be a good place to look up your topic and see what information is provided. However, it is unacceptable to use this as an authoritative source in a research paper. Essentially, using it for getting a general idea about a topic is good, but using it to find actual research on a topic is bad. Once you've determined a topic that's narrow enough to cover in the amount of pages expected by your instructor, but broad enough to find a suitable number of sources, it's now time to create a thesis statement. In a thesis statement for an argumentative essay, you take a position on your topic. For example, if your paper is on the effect of global warming on polar bears, your thesis statement might be, "The population of polar bears is decreasing due in large part to the effects of global warming." Your task then is to back up your thesis statement in the paper. Now you're set to start the main researching process. I hope this presentation was helpful to you. If you have any questions about it, about researching in general, or even anything at all about the library, don't hesitate to contact the reference librarian or any other member of the library staff.